MI6 Tanner to Bond. 1 hour ago, Arumov's helicopter landed at a remote base in Siberia. The Russians claim it's a climate change observation facility with no military purpose. But 25 minutes ago, someone sent out a distress signal using military channels. The Russians have already sent in combat troops and just scrambled 2 MiGs. Your mission is to avoid those Russian troops, infiltrate that base, and find out what they're up to. One last thing. When we sorted out your new phone, we provided you with an EMP-hardened model. In a worst-case scenario, our satellites will be temporarily blinded, but your phone will survive. Tanner out.
Welcome to Mission 6 in our Goldeneye 007 Reloaded 007 Classic, all emblems, all optional objectives walkthrough. That's a mouthful here. This is a pretty fun mission. The Severnaya area is actually split up into 2 parts. So the first mission here is the Outpost, and then afterwards we're going to go inside the bunker. That'll be on the next mission. But there are, again, 4 emblems, as in our most levels. And of course you have your optional objectives. The optional objectives in this one is probably more of the tougher optional objective, because you have to pick up 6 different crates. So you actually have to look around the map a little bit. The first emblem is going to be located straight ahead underneath the bridge to the left. Also, there was a section in this game that crashed on me again, but I tried to do my best to where you guys won't be able to tell. So let me know if you see any edits in this entire level. There's only 1 edit, because I completed the mission perfectly except for that crash where I had to do, obviously, an edit. So let me know if you guys can spot where the edit is. I think it'll be a little fun game to see how good Strain's editing is. So this mission, you can't completely do stealth, but it's a great mission, so here we go.
Bond to MI6. Do you read me?
So as soon as you take control from this last cutscene, turn directly around, and the first of 6, I don't know what you would call these, crates, I guess, supply crates, where you're going to be able to pick up different weapons, as well as, you know, which really do help out on this mission, because this mission does have a mixture of stealth and straight-up action. There's a lot of these sections that you will be able to stealth, but there's also a lot of parts in this level that make you think you can stealth, but you really can't. This instance, for one, you can actually stealth this entire area right here. However, because it's very difficult to do, because there are enemies that just see you when you can't see them at all. So you can get, at least for me, you can get pretty far in this little section right here before being seen. As you'll see up ahead, as a guard sees me, even though I'm technically not seeable, and there's no way he would have been able to see me where he is, but it does get us caught, and then we have to take out the rest of the guards a normal way, which is just completely, totally fine. If this was a game that would just start pumping a lot of enemies on you, then I would be a little bit more upset. But since it's an area of where all the enemies that are here no more actually come running in, it just actually makes taking them down faster. So you have to think to yourself, you know, Strain, in what situations here is stealth viable? Is stealth a reason to maybe restart a checkpoint if you're not able to do it perfectly or something like that. And these are no cases for me to be able to restart a checkpoint to do it perfectly. Sometimes you have to think on your feet. So you see this guard coming over here, right? He's going to be coming back into this section where you just took out the other one. He will see me from this location right here. And even though you can't even see him yet, look, you can't even see him. See? He still sees you. So there's really nothing you can do. And then at that point, someone else sees you, and then they all know where you are. But all the enemies would be enemies you would normally still take out in the map here. It's just a little ridiculous, of course, that you could be seen in instances like that. But I mean, what do you expect? This game was not meant to be a stealthy game. It was meant to give you a few instances where you can stealth, and the rest you just kind of like gun your way through. But the second crate that we're going to pick up is right here. So that is 2 of 6. And then the next section is another one of those areas where you really can't stealth it. I don't think the game actually allows you to. And trust me, I tried, when I was going through the level, learning it, tried a few different times to see how I could stealth this next section. And you could stealth a little bit of it, but there comes a point where it's just like automatic people coming on you, and I just could not get it to not be seen, even though it's one of those methods where you've got 2 guys in front of you, and you shoot one, and then you shoot the other, and then you shoot the other. It's just like you just can't get it in a situation because there's no distraction items, there's no things you can use to separate enemies or things like that. So you just kind of play by the game's rules. The third crate is going to be directly on the other side here, and I will talk to you guys when we get a little bit later in the level, when we start picking up some more of the crates as well as some more of the emblems.
Any idea how many mates have crashed? Нет. Have we heard from the Lord of? Нет.
All right, so once you get up to this point, this is one of those sections that you cannot stealth because there's just enemies fighting on both sides. Some of them will start shooting at you. Others will just completely ignore you. There's no rhyme or reason. Here is the 4th supply crate that you can pick up. And then we're going to head upstairs and pick up our 2nd emblem. There's actually the 2nd and 3rd emblem are going to be in this part of the map before you move on. The 3rd emblem is going to be over in a watchtower over on the left side that you'll need to go through. There's another optional objective that you need to pick up that's on this side, so you can do them in any order you want. If you want to go over to the left side first, pick up one of the crates and pick up the emblem, you can do that on the left side first and then come back over to the right side and do this, or you can do it the other way. It's up to you. Either way, eventually you will have to make your way into the center and then head through the main entrance there. But if you stick up here, obviously take out any enemies that are directly in your path, and then you go down from this roof area to the right, you'll go into this building. You can pick up another body armor, of course, because playing on 007 Classic, you know, your health does not rejuvenate, so if you're playing on anything other than 007 Classic, your health will always kind of refresh itself if you haven't taken any hits in a while, like how most games were in the modern era during this time. But the reason it's classic, you know, there's a 007 mode and a 007 classic mode. And the classic mode obviously means you need to pick up, you know, body armor, and your health will eventually get down. There's no way to magically heal yourself. So this is where the optional objective is going to be. It's going to be right where that plane is. It's essentially a black box that you need to pick up. And then once we do that, we're going to head over to the left side of the map and pick up the next crate, which will be the 5th crate and the 3rd emblem. So now we're making our way inside this little area here. A lot of camera shakes on this. And for those of you that I asked where the edits were, have you found it yet? Please, let me know. We can pick up some body armor there, and we can switch over to this. I don't... For whatever reason, this is the thermal scope version, even though there's a WA2000 or whatever that's called there as well. But obviously, you want the one with the thermal. So here, you got to take out these guys. Now, again, this would be so much easier if the game allowed you to stay in this little area right here. But every single time you aim, you automatically stand up, which is ridiculously and stupid. It's like this game doesn't understand that people aim crouched for some reason, which makes this section a lot tougher than it should be, just because of that fact alone. But you can get behind this cover and just do pop-out shots. Now, you don't have to use the sniper rifle like I'm using. You can just use, like your pistol or your assault weapon. I mean, it doesn't matter what you use, whatever makes it easier for you. But as you can see, using the sniper rifle is a bad thing to do in this section, because every time you automatically zoom all the way in, you can't really get a sense of where you are when you pop up against the cover. But as soon as you take down everybody in that section right straight up ahead, then you're going to automatically have a encounter with 2 enemies. So get back up in here so that they don't see you. Yeah. And just wait for them to come out. Once they do, they're just going to like stand in place. And then you can just take them out right here. Alright, so I mean, that pretty much covers this entire inside section area, and then we're going to head back outside to the last main area. This is where we're going to pick up the final optional objective, which is the final crate, as well as the final emblem. So the emblem is going to be up on the radar. You can just, pick it up whenever you want. You can stealth this section if you want, although it's not really that important to do, because you're going to be running inside the bunker and it's a completely different level. So it's not like you're losing any advantage of stealth once you enter, because it just ends the mission once you actually enter inside the area. But take out the people that you need to. Go ahead and take out the emblem, and then when you get out of here, move directly to your right and jump down, and you will see the final supply box that you need to take out, and then all optional objectives are complete. And just take out the rest of the enemies and head towards the objective. All right, so there you go. Severnaya, Outpost complete, 007 Classic. Primary objectives, find the supply crates, find the black box, and get 4 emblems. I hope you guys have been enjoying the walkthrough. Don't forget to leave a like, support the channel. I know these aren't getting a lot of views, but I really do hope you guys are getting some out of it. Let me know what you thought the edit was. I'm very interested to see. And yeah, it was actually towards the section where we had the big saving point when we went inside.